We are back. We are back after so long. Welcome everyone to the stream. This time we're a full roster over here. I have Mr. Josh Smells and Arrowverse Scenes. This is not the DCTV show. This is Arrowverse Scenes.
Hello, I'm Ben.
But yeah, for this stream we do have quite a lot of stuff to discuss. We will be talking about obviously the set photos we had from Canada Graphs, and that's of course what could potentially be a first look at who could be our main villain for season 9. We do have some Henry Cavill Superman news as well, and we do have some Green Lantern HBO, and then also some massive changes happening in regards to the DCEU in general. So all of which we'll be discussing. I know last stream we did say we were gonna do some like ship ranking, but that's obviously gonna have to be delayed because we do have quite a lot of stuff to get through, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much. What's that?
You start the stream saying we're back for streaming, and then you say we also have to go on another 3-week break or whatever because you're moving countries again or something. You're just a liar. We're back for like 1 week.
But anyways, we have I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm sorry. We have Moment Dowdy in the chat. Loop edits.
Wait,
in the chat.
I just realized you got the face cam.
Yeah, I did this last time as well. I just found it
Did you? Oh.
easier, I guess. Yeah, I did it last time as well.
It's hard for us though. We have to see it.
Ultra edits, loop, and I'm not even gonna bother pronouncing that, but Mikado,
Wow.
good morning. Welcome to the stream, man. You're gonna get some shilling. You're gonna get some very shilling stuff.
I'm gonna have an L counter because I already know you're gonna take so many L's talking about this. So
thoughts on Andrew Tate converting to Islam?
He what?
Very nice. Yeah, he became a Muslim.
Oh, of course he did.
So it's very nice. It's very nice to see. Very nice to see. But yeah, how's everyone in the chat? How's everyone doing? Obviously, how are you guys? Jordan, we haven't had you in a while.
What's your last stream, mate? You haven't streamed in a while.
Were you here in that first one, the first stream we had?
I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I am alright. It is good to be back.
It is good to be back. And Arrowverse Scenes, we saw your face reveal on Ben's live stream yesterday, so I'm sure you had a blast.
Well, I must look very similar to you then. We twins?
Probably. But yeah, we do.
Yeah, can I just? I'm being called an Islamophobe in the chat. I just want to respond to that. When I was saying, of course he did, I was referring to Andrew Tate because I don't give a shit about anything he does or anything he says. I have nothing against Islam people. I don't care whatever he says, whatever he does means nothing to me. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, there we go. Anyways, so starting off with our first topic, we do have some Flash season 9 set photos. This is obviously coming from Canada Graphs, but I'm going to use a set photo from another one because I find that photo better. Sorry, but this is actually our first look at Red Death. I will share the screen right now. I'll use my video because it is quite laggy, so I can't really pop it up from Canada Graphs. But this is our first look at Red Death over here. Can everyone see that?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Did it not pop up yet?
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
Okay. So this is Red Death over here. So I'll get both of your thoughts on this before I obviously go into my thoughts. What do you guys think of Red Death in general, seeing Red Death in the Flash season 8, and obviously what are your thoughts on the overall costume in general?
Well, in this photo, it looks like a Zoom's mask on a Batwing suit. I haven't really had a good look at it until now. I don't know. Do you see that, or is it just me?
Well, I think the Red Death mask, like you're talking about like the mouth bit, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit like Zoom. Yeah, I guess, yeah, but I think they're just similar in general. So
I do get what you're saying. Like the first time I saw this suit, I just thought they took Cameron Johnson's Batwing suit and they just tweaked it up a bit.
Yeah, no, this is really my first time having a good look at it. So that's why I thought that. It doesn't look like Red Death though, to be honest.
I think the cowl or the helmet's quite accurate.
The helmet's very, very accurate. I would say
There's
that.
the red. Maybe it's the lighting. But like
There is
red,
red,
it
but
red,
it's just
it is
dark
red.
in the lighting.
You do see it in like other shots in the set photos, but like if we go into this one, for example, you see clearly that the suit is red.
Yeah.
But I want to say that I will say they got the initial like design of the Red Death suit quite accurately. Here's like a side by side comparison. Like
I love the lighting on the bat too.
Yeah. I want to say it's quite like the detailing is accurate, but I'm just not a fan of like the bulkiness of the suit. Obviously, when we get into the identity of Red Death, we do know why they made the suit so bulky and everything. But yeah, the detailing, it's quite accurate, and obviously it will look better in post as well. But Arrowverse scenes, what are your thoughts on the suit?
Well, yeah, I think I agree with you. It's a bit bulky. I do like the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a cowl, so helmet, yeah. I like the symbol there on the chest. But yeah, just hopefully, maybe it'll look better on camera. Maybe these weird angles or something like that. But yeah, overall, I think it's okay. But I mean, it's not amazing, not the best. So.
Ultra, are you saying the Canada Graphs does not take these photos with quality cameras? How dare you? How dare you say it's going to look better on proper cameras? This is a proper camera. How dare you?
Ultra, if Canada Graphs was here, man, you're gonna be murdered. But what were your initial reactions when you guys saw the set photos? Like, were you guys shocked to see Red Death, or were you guys expecting this?
Okay, so I saw the tweet about it, right? So I went on the Patreon and I sat there for like 10 seconds. It didn't register to what it was. I thought it was some sort of like Batwing thing or something. And then I saw the logo and I'm like, oh my god. And yeah, then I started to freak out a bit.
Do you remember when you first said that? When you first said that to me, I'm just like, no, this is fake. But go on, Jordan. You first. What's that?
I was asking Arrowverse what he thought about it being Ryan.
Oh well, for me, it was either they do that or Oliver Queen, and Ryan Wilder was the more more likely option.
We'll
so,
get into
yeah,
that in a bit. We'll get into that in a bit. In regards to seeing Red Death, obviously this character has been teased since season 5, and every single year, me and other YouTubers, and especially you editors in the comment section, obviously we've all been doing a bunch of Red Death videos very, very regularly. So I think this shows that Eric Wallace is finally listening to the fans when it obviously comes to their final
you
season.
You say that, but then Shieldline gets upgraded to series regular. I don't think he actually gets his audience at all.
We'll get to that as well. But
chill, lame.
It shows Eric Wallace is somewhat listening to his fans, and it does make me very, very happy to see Red Death. Obviously, the question is, will she be the main villain of the season, or will this be a one-time thing? What do you guys think about that?
Well, not the main villain of the season.
It'd be like the first half, and then probably Reverse Flash.
So I mean, episode 4 is a weird number for it to be like a one-off villain, so it kind of has to be the first half, unless the graphic novel is a bit longer.
Do you know how many episodes are in season 9?
13.
13.
Yes, it'd probably be like 6 one arc, 7 another. Or something.
Yeah. Well, there'll probably be like a couple interludes in the middle.
Thing is, how do you think this will link with the season 8 ending, though?
I don't think it does.
So you think we're gonna have like some separate villain or something like that?
Well, I mean, it could actually. I don't know, because would there be 2 Speedster villains?
Because of that, I don't think Red Death is going to be the first half main villain. I think somebody else will. Because if you
well, this could be like, well, there's the other option that it's like the Rogues or something like that.
Possibly, but I mean, you could obviously say this could be the new negative Speed Force user, but then the thing is, you can cancel it out because of who's actually in the suit. So if we obviously get into who's in the suit, it's Javicia Leslie, who obviously played Ryan Wilder on Batwoman season 2 and 3. So obviously with that, it's not going to be Earth Prime Ryan Wilder. I'm trying to find the shot without the mask. I don't know if I can find, but it's definitely not going to be Earth Prime Ryan Wilder. So it's clear they're doing something with like the
Well,
multiverse or something like that, the negative multiverse, whatever you want to call it.
maybe she watched a Flashverse video and got angry, and then yeah, maybe that's how she became Red Death on Earth Prime.
Hey, Andy.
Oh, Andy's in the chat. What's up, Andy? So I want to get your thoughts on this first. What did you guys think when you saw Ryan Wilder as Red Death?
Yeah, I agree with Arrowverse. It was going to be either Oliver Queen, which I doubt they were going to do that, bring it back, or Ryan Wilder. I mean, yes, it isn't what. Sorry, it isn't what everyone really wanted. Everyone was like wanted either Oliver or Warren Christie to come back, but they're not doing that. And
Yeah.
DC's still going to allow Batman, and they have to introduce multiverse Batman. They're not going to do that. That's stupid. So I think this is the most logical option. Is it preferable? No, but I think it makes sense in the context of the world that we're in. And I think Javicia Leslie could still do a good job, and I'm glad to see her back. And she's still in the Arrowverse, even though it's not our Ryan Wilder. So yeah, I'm interested to see how they do it.
And Arrowverse?
What was the question?
What are your thoughts on having Ryan Wilder as the Red Death?
Oh yeah, well, I think, as I said before, it was obviously going to be Oliver Queen or Ryan, and I think I might have liked it to be Oliver Queen a little bit more just because of their friendship and stuff, their connection. But yeah, I don't mind it being Ryan. People have been saying they want it to be Warren Christie's Bruce Wayne, but that just doesn't make any sense.
So here's my thoughts on it. Firstly, as Jordan said, this is the most logical option. However, I would have said I'd prefer if it were to be Oliver Queen or something like that as well. Now here's the thing, right? The whole point of the Red Death was that Earth -52 Batman, he couldn't save his loved ones, and he wanted to find ways to defeat crimes faster, and that's why he wanted to take the Flash's powers. And then he obviously goes through that phase and obviously becomes the Red Death. Now, for me, the most logical option when taking that comic book storyline would have been Oliver Queen, because you could have established a multiverse story with another version of Oliver Queen losing his loved ones. So he could have lost Thea. He's already lost Tommy Merlin. He's pretty much all his loved ones. You get it. Laurel, Thea, whatever. And with that could have been a motivating factor for this multiverse Oliver Queen to go like, okay, right, I'm gonna take the Flash at speed. I'm gonna defeat all these crimes faster. So I think when thinking it in like a story point of view, I would say Oliver Queen would have been the better option, and he has that personal connection with Barry as well, which would have made it a better rivalry.
Are you saying getting Ben Affleck and Robert Pattinson in the multiverse to come back for the Flash Days of the Night is not logical? How dare you?
What?
So are you saying getting Ben Affleck or Robert Pattinson to come back to play a hybrid of Batman and the Flash in season 9 is not logical? That
No.
isn't logical.
Whatever.
It's sarcasm.
The
Anyway.
joke just blew right over his head.
I know.
I did get it. Whatever. So because of that, I would have preferred Oliver Queen, because I haven't read Earth Prime Arrowverse. Can you confirm, have Barry and Ryan Wilder met?
Whoa, no.
Exactly.
Not
So
at this point in time.
So
at
like,
least.
what can they really? You get me? Like, there's no personal connection with it. But I want to say this. I really liked Javicia Leslie as Batwoman. I thought Batwoman season 3 was really, really good, and sadly, it obviously got canceled, so we couldn't get her in season 4. So it makes me really happy that she's back, playing at least a version of the character, still continuing her role as a version of Ryan Wilder, being part of the Arrowverse. I think that's really, really cool. So that does make me really happy, and no doubt that Javicia Leslie is obviously going to kill it in this role as well. Once again, I don't think she's going to be the main villain. I think it's going to be like a multiverse arc or something like that. But we'll have to wait and see with all of that. I think though, it is the most logical option they could have done. If you were expecting Batman, then you're delusional. I'll say that.
Oh,
Also-
so you just called Ultra Edits delusional.
Yes. Bro, Ultra is known for terrible takes anyways.
Oh, says the one who says Henry Cavill's their favorite.
I have God knows how many clips of you saying that.
I've never said that in my life. You gaslighting me. Anyways, well, I'm gaslighting you, maybe. Who knows? No, I also love how Entertainment Weekly was running this as an exclusive and saying it was an unknown, mysterious character, and then JVC confirmed it. And it's like, mate, we've literally known our whole fucking internet knows for like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
The train's always so behind. Anyways,
it is what it is. But yeah, that is it with Red Death. We do have another news regarding the Flash season 9. Thankfully, Jordan reminded me of it, and that is we have a new series regular,
oh God,
Mr. Chillblade. Now, I want to say,
Mate.
how much bigger can this cast get when you're in your final season?
Also, I remember Eric Wallace said in an interview after the season 8 finale that they were going to increase it. They're like, the cast is big enough as it is right now. He's a liar. Okay, let me find out the interview. Hang on.
And like Chillblade of all people, like I want to say I trust Eric Wallace, but also I'm worried because we have this massive cast and it's your final season. So how are you really gonna, balance out, handle all of this? It's going to be interesting to see what he does. I just hope whatever they do, they make Barry the main focal point. I don't want something like Supergirl season 6 where you just have Team Supergirl having a focal point overall. I don't want that. I wanted to focus on our main character. Fair enough, have your side stories and all of that. But every single episode, because this is your final season, should be focused on your main character. Now, obviously, Arrowverse and Jordan, what are your thoughts on this as well?
Sorry, I'm still trying to find that interview.
Well, have you seen what people have been saying online to why he's been?
No. Is it because of
Okay.
Frost?
Well, there's that, and there's also the thing. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, so since it's the final season of Flash, people will be
Mhm.
looking for new jobs, right? So they
Right.
might have just upped him to series regular, so he's locked in, and they can just bring him in whenever they need him, instead of having to work around maybe another show or something like that. So, and he might not actually be in like every episode.
I can't find it.
Right,
I
yeah,
have
that
no
makes
idea.
sense. And Andy did obviously say that as well. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, it'll probably be a lot more than normal.
But yeah, that is
Well-
pretty much it with. Oh, wait, what are you gonna say?
We could finally get the rogues with Goldface, Amunet, Chillblade. You get
Oh, I
fucking
hope
Evil
so,
and
man.
Debo.
Bro, I will cry. I will cry if we don't get Goldface for this final season. We need like an interlude episode where Amunet Black comes back, brings Goldface out of prison, and we get like the
Oh my
meme
God.
rogues back, man. That would be so funny, man.
Hopefully,
They go to like
Abby and
Jitters or
Goldface-
something like that. Sterling Brooks was robbing Jitters. They grab him. They team up. Joko Burtz is walking with his son. They grab him.
What is
And then
that
they realize
laugh?
that he realizes he needs his money. So, that's his motivation.
Look, if they're
No,
promoting
man.
Chillblade a series regular, surely they'll promote Goldface and
We need Goldface for this final season. I know I said don't bring in more characters, but we need Goldface for.
yeah.
We need Goldface. It needs to happen, man.
I honestly don't care if Reverse Flash is in the final episode or not. I just care if Goldface is there.
Yeah.
If we get this final
Goldface needs to be in like every scene in the finale.
agreed.
He needs to like clone himself just to be like everywhere all at once.
Goldface
Everything,
is the
everyone
final
at
main
once.
villain.
Yeah.
That would be funny. That would be so
Sure.
funny, man. I've said this.
Seal a Goldface team up.
I've said this on Ben's stream as well. I found that Goldface episode one of the funniest episodes of The Flash, and I want something like that again. That was like a peak Flash moment. Like that's the Flash episode where I don't mind comedy. When you have someone like Goldface being the villain of the week, I would love to have something like that.
Yes, please.
Please, Please,
Please.
please. We need Goldface back, please, man, please. Oh, what was it? We need Goldspeed. We need Goldspeed. That's the one we need. Goldface leveling up. But yeah, that's it for all the Flash stuff. Now, this is the triggering stuff. Now, the next piece of news is something that I really, really love. But Arrowverse scenes is I don't know his thoughts on that. I don't know Jordan's thoughts. But Henry Cavill is back as Superman. Now, Henry Cavill did share this video on Instagram. I'm going to play it because it always puts a smile on my face whenever I watch that video. So I just want to show it as well. This is Henry Cavill confirming that he's back as Superman.
Hey everyone, I wanted to wait until the weekend was over before posting this because I wanted to give you all a chance to watch Black Adam. But now that plenty of you have, I wanted to make it official that I am back as Superman. And the image you see on this post and what you saw in Black Adam are just a very small taste of things to come. So there's a lot to be thankful for, and I'll get to that in time. But I wanted to thank you guys most of all. Thank you for your support and thank you for your patience. I promise it will be rewarded.
Smash.
Bro, you can see how happy he is in that video, man. He's so gassed, man. I love this video so much. I really, really love it. But yeah, Henry Cavill is back as Superman. We did obviously get some news from Discussing Film earlier as well, saying a new Superman movie is in like very, very early development. But I want to get both of your thoughts on this before I obviously go into my full-on shilling mode. What are your thoughts on Henry Cavill returning as Superman?
Jordan can go first.
Okay, I don't give a shit about what you say, Arrowverse. That is absolutely fucking hype. I cannot believe they actually pulled it off. Actually, if it's okay with you, Flash, I want to share you my reaction to the Black Adam post credit scene. I filmed
Go
it.
on.
I shouldn't have done this.
Did you actually film it?
I did.
Pull it up.
Spoilers. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen
Oh yeah, spoiler. Well, okay, well, you just showed the video where he says in the post credit scene Superman's in it, so
it.
it's your fault.
I wasn't actually listening.
And where is it? Sorry, I'm trying. Oh, here it is. Okay. Also, no, I'd already seen the post credit scene, but still, just like actually seeing on the big screen and stuff. Okay.
Wait,
Alright.
before, did you get it spoiled for yourself or?
Oh yeah, I already watched it, but I didn't really care. Anyways. Here's
Bro,
my reaction.
my theater was so dead when that happened, man. I wanted.
Mine was
like-
loud, and theaters very rarely like scream in like Australia and stuff. So this has to be very special. Anyways, are you sharing?
Oh yeah, you shared it. Like, let's
Yeah.
put it up. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna get me copyrighted, man. Don't show the entire thing. Wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get copyrighted badly, man. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You have to trim this part out, probably.
Probably, but we'll.
Chills. Absolute chills.
Very, very sick, man.
Okay.
Like there's
Obviously, in terms of that scene, Henry Cavill did say he wore the Man of Steel suit as well, which I believe I'm making this video. Oh, wait, mute that. Okay, I'm just putting some clips for Superman as well. But the thing about that is, I think we all thought it was a new suit as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But
was
turns
that
out
not
it's
new?
just color grading. No, wait, what? What did you say?
Is it an old suit?
No,
Or the
Henry
Man of
Henry
Steel
Cavill confirmed he wore the Man of Steel suit for that.
Was it?
Yeah,
I swear the logo or the.
I think it's
like
just
the-
color. I think it's just color grading.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
No, sorry.
go on. What were you saying?
Just like I mean, it's been years and years and years of rumors and like it's been 5 years since we've seen
Yeah.
him suit. Like not regarding like Zack Snyder's Justice League because that's like old footage, but in terms of seeing him like new footage, like that's insane. 5 years.
It's been
And-
years of War Stew's clickbaits until it finally happened as well.
And not, I mean, it's pretty depressing the fact that we have to like beg for Superman, but we actually got it, and I think the future of DC is bright, and we'll talk about James Gunn soon. But
Yeah.
I think this is just to hint us what to come as especially Harry Styles, as Henry Cavill said in that video. And so I'm fairly excited. And yeah, who knows what they've got in plan.
New era in the DC universe has begun. Arrowverse, what are your thoughts on Henry Cavill returning as Superman?
Okay. So
I couldn't give a crap.
I am actually pretty excited
Oh,
because of the direction I think they're going with that post credit scene. I saw it before I saw the movie, but
mhm.
I didn't hear the music. So once I heard that music, oh my god, I love that music so much. I freaked out. No one really. There was no reaction in my theater. There was gasps, but that's kind of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, same.
But
New Zealand dead
my heart
crowd.
dropped once I heard the Williams theme because I love that so much. And then
You're talking about Superman, just the music.
yeah, well, whatever. And then there was that clip of Henry Cavill that you sent me, Flashverse. That's
Oh, I'll pull that up as well because I think I had that as well.
yeah, I'm quite excited on the direction they're going with him. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let me
well,
pull that up. That was a
more
good mention as well.
hopeful take.
Ultra makes a good point. That the writing, yeah, you can say it's dry. However, give him the Williams theme and make him a hopeful superhero. Yeah,
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
What?
Henry Cavill was interviewed recently, and he said that going forward, his main wish is that it is a more hopeful, positive Superman.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. I don't.
It's called character development, people, for God's sake. But whatever.
know.
Wait.
No.
Oh, I'll put it up. Wait.
I'm ready to have this debate with you, man.
We're
I'm
gonna
ready
have
to
a
have
debate.
this debate. With you
Okay.
going like, oh, he kills, and he learns a lesson from that. He shouldn't have to kill to learn a lesson. He should have been taught that growing up.
Okay, whatever. Okay, we'll play this first. Wait.
Henry Cavill says hope, optimism.
Back!
Yes, indeed.
Finally, because
Yeah.
Superman is back.
Yes, indeed.
Oh
Superman
my
is back.
gosh, fans were erupting and they were going crazy. What do you envision? What is your ideal future for this character? Is it Man of Steel 2? Is it a TV series? What is it, Henry?
Right now, I can't really talk about anything. What I do want is hope, optimism, and joy. Those three things are essential for the character.
My Superman, man. I love this guy. But hashtag character development. But yeah, so first I'll get into my thoughts of Henry Cavill returning, and then we'll get into this debate. But I'm so gassed. I've been wanting this for so many years. I love Henry Cavill Superman. Very, very hot take, but Man of Steel is one of my favorite DCEU films as well. So I've always wanted to see Henry Cavill continue as Superman. I just love Henry Cavill Superman so much, and that's why I was so gassed with not only the post-credit scene when it got leaked, but also all the news surrounding Henry Cavill returning and the future of him being like a very small taster of what we're about to see. So all of that's just really, really cool stuff. But yeah, firstly, I do agree with you, Arrowverse, about like the hopeful optimism, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Fair enough, okay. But
also, I think it's worth noting that when you say, "Oh, you should not know how to kill," okay, if we're talking about humans and moral compass, obviously that's obvious. But in terms of combat and stuff, this is also you got to think. Else it's first day actually being a Superman, having to respond to villains and stuff, and he was in a high pressure environment with a lot of people that could have died as a result of his Zod's laser beams things, right? And he just didn't know how to respond. Which is very different to just going up to someone and just killing them, right?
exactly.
So he's as we'll probably see going forward, if we're assuming it is the same continuity, he will have to deal with how to not kill, and maybe he'll end up finding Black Adam over this because Black Adam feels like killing is the only way, as you saw Black Adam is the only way to end conflict. Whereas Superman's no, there are better ways to do this. So I think he can use his experience in the future, and I think as Flash said, character development, he'll be a much more uplifting Superman as a result. Exactly, that's exactly what I was just saying. Yeah.
Everyone just forgets that this was on Superman's first day, and there was no hope for General Zod. He was massively lost cause after his life purpose, which he was created for, was no more. Go on, Arrowverse. What are you gonna say?
Well, okay, so I haven't seen Man of Steel in a while, and I should preface this. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's okay. I do enjoy it, but
Okay.
as a film, but I don't remember that much of his backstory. All I remember is that that Jonathan Kent wasn't that good.
No, we don't talk about
So-
that. That's something different. That's something different. We don't talk about that.
Did his first flight was in Man of Steel, right?
Yeah.
Yes, mate.
Had he been doing like Superman? Like, has he been saving people
No.
before the movie?
No,
No.
You need to
I mean,
rewatch it.
you could argue the boat scene at the start, but that's pretty much it.
That's not Superman.
Okay, well, yeah,
That wasn't him as Superman, though. Yeah.
but
He couldn't have just
I
moved
feel like
your
if-
head down. His laser beam
have-
probably would have destroyed the whole church, and that would have crushed everyone.
Arrowverse. It's called character development, mate.
I feel like growing up, Jonathan and Martha should have taught him those like lessons about killing and using his powers and stuff, right? But
No, they always just try to prevent him from using it in the first place.
yeah, and I don't like that.
Okay, that's,
Smallville.
I'm just
Jonathan
saying
and
they're
Martha.
not training him to be a superhero. They're just training him to just be a normal person that has to hide their superhero powers.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Arrowverse, you're taking L's, man.
That's still what I was saying. Not what I was saying.
I forgot. I didn't realize that he hadn't been doing Superman stuff up until.
Oh, okay. Ultra's getting triggered as well. Throw him in the bro. There, he couldn't have done anything. What could he have done, man?
Yeah, I feel like it's just wrong off the bat with Jonathan and Martha Kent.
See what I would have loved to see. Okay, Man of Steel. I think it's perfect as it is. The second one follows the fallout of that. Then we have Superman being more hopeful, everything like that. But as I said, it's called character development. Like if you look at Star Wars, for example, was Anakin Skywalker from Episode 2 the same Anakin Skywalker from Episode 3? No, it wasn't.
Killed Dooku.
Well, it's still different. It's character development, man. Luke Skywalker from Episode 4. Is he the same Luke Skywalker from Episode 6? No, he's not. So what I'm saying is, okay, Man of Steel is fine as it is, but then for Man of Steel 2, he obviously would learn his lesson, and then he would not do that. So I would say that would have been a good transition, and obviously with Henry Cavill now saying all of this stuff, it does get me very, very excited for what's to come for the future of his character. Now, in terms of Man of Steel 2, what would you guys like to see? Would you guys like to see like Sasha Calle's Supergirl be in the movie and team up with Henry Cavill?
I think just my main wish list is just follow the continuity from the first movie. You can make it like a soft reboot, but still take place in the same world. So still get Lawrence Fishburne, still get Amy Adams. Maybe you can bring back Michael Shannon, but they probably won't. Just something about that, like just to show that it's the same world and it's the same universe. Just so we have some more world building. I would really like that.
Maybe I get Snyder to direct as well. I'm sure.
No.
Get J.J. Abrams.
I don't mind who directs the movie. That's another discussion. I just hope they keep the Zimmer theme, though. I'll say that.
Bro, imagine if the Williams theme was it. You'll be so mad. It'll be so funny. But
I would
love it.
I mean, I wouldn't
I'd
be
love it.
mad. The thing is, I've said this in Ben's stream as well. The Zimmer theme is my favorite movie score of all time.
No,
So
that's an L.
Well, I wouldn't mind if it was like a combination of the both.
that,
true.
okay,
I
that'd
just
be-
want to hear the
that'd be-
Williams
that'd
theme
be
on the
so
big
sick.
screen again.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, in Ultra, Superman was pre-established as a hero, so we know that he's eventually going to become like that iconic like symbol of hope. But it's going to take a lot of work to get there, rather than just instantly starting off with everyone loving him and him being perfect. It's just like Anakin. We knew he was getting to a certain place, but he was a completely different person from when he first started off.
Bro, like look at Barry Allen, for example. My guy was a pussy for 7 seasons, and then he finally, became the
but he
Flash in
didn't-
season 8.
But he had his powers for just those 7 seasons, whereas, Clark Kent has had them since he was a kid.
But he hasn't really used them in this setting before, especially fighting against bad guys.
Yeah,
Also, he's afraid of his powers as well. Like he didn't want to
True.
be a part of that life, So
Remember when he was hiding in the closet just because he was like looking through people's X-ray or whatever?
yeah, like, he was afraid. You can see he was afraid. Like it was his insecurity. He felt like a foreigner. He just wanted to be a normal human being.
Yeah, and that's when the Kents come in.
As I said, that's a discussion for another time. But
Man, I just do not like those Kents in the Man of Steel.
that
That's
okay,
fair enough.
but that's fair enough. But don't diss my boy Henry Cavill, man. Come on.
You've
Well,
also got
I
to
like
think,
Henry Cavill as Superman. I like Henry Cavill as Superman.
Yeah.
I was going to
I
think.
just
I mean,
don't
yes.
like what the script was like. Yes.
Sorry. I mean, you've also got to think. I mean, yes. Sorry. Yes. It's kind of selfish to just not save people when you have powers like that. But then also, your parents are going to protect their child at whatever cost, and even like, you don't know what your powers are like. You don't have full control over them, and you're also putting yourself in very dangerous situations that you wouldn't want your child to be in. So I can also understand their perspective. At the same time, they're supposed to encourage them to be that symbol of hope and not just, oh, don't do anything, just be a selfish piece of shit. So I don't know. I can see why people don't like them. Let's be honest. Also, I don't want to come across as like a Snyder shit, okay? I definitely have criticisms about those movies. I'm not Flashverse, okay?
We're gonna come. We're gonna be Snyder Shields, man. It's just
Yeah,
this is what happens with Arrowverse, man. If you say Henry Cavill's the best Superman, he's just like, oh, you're a Snyder Shield, oh, Snyder Shield, oh, Snyder Shield.
I think Arrowverse just needs to rewatch the movies to actually understand what he's talking
probably
about.
do.
because
No,
it's
what
not
we need to do is Arrowverse. Just stick to
funny.
watching the Flash. Okay, there we go, done.
Yeah, only stuff in the Arrowverse. Or the
Because obviously we have
I've rewatched.
we have also. Oh, go on. What are you gonna say?
Whenever I rewatch Superman movies, Man of Steel is always at the bottom of my list.
No Arrowverse. Wait, Jordan, you're taking bad W's, man. Praise, man. Praise. Nice job. Nice job. Pagey would be very happy to hear about this. Oh no, actually no. Pagey would be on Arrowverse's side over here. Never mind.
He's not my favorite Superman. No, that's a no.
But that's your opinion. I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Also, Annie makes a good point. Like, what do you reckon, other than Man of Steel 2, do you reckon we'll see Shazam versus Black Adam, or Suicide Squad versus Black Adam, or Superman versus Black Adam movie? What do you think is next in the DCEU?
Well, the Rock did say something
Shazam
like
2's next in DCEU.
they still have a lot of plans.
Sorry, Flashback?
The Rock did say like they have a lot of plans for Black Adam for the DCEU, and obviously he does want to eventually have Superman versus Black Adam. However, they're going to do that, but it would be pretty cool to have Black Adam, as you said, in like other projects as well.
That's true. I mean, like, as I said in my Black Adam review, which will come out soon, you can have all these characters in the DCU, D-list characters and stuff. That could be great projects, but nothing beats just saying that S, that symbol of hope, as Maeda puts it in the chat. Just, it's absolute chills. Nothing beats iconic Superman. DC can do whatever it wants, but Superman is where they originally came from, and where they should always be. Superman.
Who's your favorite
Flash
Superman,
versus-
Jordan?
Oh, go on. Oh, go on.
I haven't watched the Christopher Reeve movies, so one day I will. But at the moment, it's Tyler Eklund. I just think he embodies what Superman is. But also, I've only seen 2 adaptations of Henry Cavill and Tyler Eklund in live action, so I can't really talk. So I'll get back to you on that one.
I want to say Welling, but he's not really Superman. You haven't really seen him as Superman, but I love his Clark Kent. And then Hicklin's my favorite Superman as Superman.
Fair enough. It's a great Superman.
See, I
wanna
love
see
them
more
all.
Welling, though.
I love them all, but Cavill's my
Well, yeah.
Superman. I'll just say that.
I don't think we've necessarily had like a bad.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Based that too.
Black Adam
But
discussion?
Flashverse, do you like Black Adam or not? I did not like
What?
Black Adam. No, I didn't.
Oh.
Firstly, I'll say The Rock.
Because of the
absolute-
music.
No, The Rock, absolute perfect casting for Black Adam. He was really, really cool.
Oh my
Badass.
God.
He was everything The Rock said he was going to be. So tick that. Dr. Fate, Hawkman, hard carry. But the thing is, I absolutely hate it whenever kids have focal points in movies. And for me, that kid absolutely destroyed the movie. If the kid and that mother was not in the film at all, that movie would have been 10,000 times
Nah,
better.
I disagree.
That's the first thing.
I think you just
Second
hate
thing-
kids.
Huh?
I think you just hate kids in general.
Bro, they always ruin it, man. Always.
I'm surprised I'm on this stream. You hate kids.
Look at Thor 11. Oh, Thor 11 Thunder was bad.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that was terrible regardless.
yeah, but okay. We have this. We have Wonder Woman. 1980 was 84, whatever.
Children.
Yeah, what kid was in that?
Or Maxwell
Maxwell
Lord.
Lord's kid,
Like
yeah.
2 minutes.
No,
I
still,
do not
he
remember
ruined-
that at all.
Okay, whatever. So I thought the kid ruined it. It felt like I was watching The Flash season 7 though. It was way too corny, way too cheesy for me. So that part
Shut
I
up.
didn't
Shut
like either. Atom Smasher once again absolutely ruined the movie for me as well. The other JSA, I forgot her name. All she did was just spin
Cyclops.
around slow-mo.
No,
That's
Noah
kinda
Centineo.
interesting.
No, Noah Centineo. That was terrible.
But for me, by far, I really want to see more of Doctor Fate. I really want to see more of Hawkman. Hopefully, they have. I mean, spoilers for Black Adam, but they can't really do anything with Doctor Fate.
No.
unless
Black
it's a
Adam.
prequel.
I mean, The Rock tweeted that they were going to find a way to bring Dr. Fate back.
Hopefully, because
Oh,
he
that
was
would be
badass.
pretty-
I'd love to see more of Hawkman. And I can't
love
wait to
to
see
see
more
more
of
of-
Black Adam's future. But obviously, the highlight for me, Henry Cavill Superman in the post-credit scene. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of sad going away from the movie. That's the only thing everyone's going to be talking about because the movie, I feel, had a lot more to it than just the post-credit scene. But I mean, understandably so. Like, it's Superman. So
that fight, when he was breaking out of that place.
maximum security.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's-
like that
that's
the
underwater
slow-mo thing
thing,
in
yeah.
the rain.
Yeah. But in regards to like the go on, Jordan. What were you gonna say?
No, yours.
No, I was gonna say in regards to like the Henry Cavill stuff. Do you think they're gonna rebuild the Justice League now, or
Mm,
because we're still missing Cyborg? We're getting a recast for the Flash. Wonder Woman is still around.
Yeah, I would have said.
Look,
I
I just
think
want to get
they want Affleck back as well.
I want
Don't see that happen.
them to focus on characters individually before they jump back into
Yeah.
forming a Justice
Yeah.
League. I mean,
Yeah.
Agreed.
we could have like team up movies or just like other characters popping in. That's
Mhm.
fine. But until they do a whole other Justice League thing, that should be in a few years or more than that.
If you asked me a year ago, I probably would have said the Flash, as in Batgirl, Supergirl, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman. Except now it's completely changed because we can't have Batgirl or or the Flash. So it'll probably be Superman, Supergirl, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and
Oh yeah,
who knows?
Aquaman's still around as well. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another.
who knows the other ones? I reckon Ray Fisher will come back.
I think I want to say that too because obviously we have a new leadership team as well, which we'll get into in a bit.
Yeah.
But it will be interesting to see what they'll do with Cyborg as well. What about you, Arrowverse? What do you think?
What about Ryan? Oh wait, no, that was the Snyder Cut. Wait, what's the question?
How about Jon Stewart from the HBO Max show?
What's that?
Is that DCU?
I
Or
don't know.
DC?
Is
That
it?
we don't know though. It's linked with Berlanti, so I don't think so.
Yeah, but why did you do the?
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be, but I guess actually no, yeah, it might not be. I don't know.
But I agree with you when you said like it should focus on like the solo projects first before they build up their Justice League. But in regards to which characters they'll have, it will be interesting to see who they'll put in. Now, whether they decide to somewhat follow Snyder's formula, I don't know about that, but I guess for all of that, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, what did you think of Black Adam, Josh?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I wouldn't
I
give
really
it a 6
like-
out of 10 like Flashverse. I'd probably be like an 8 maybe.
I'd give
Yeah,
it a 6.
I'll give it a 7. I have some issues with it. I said this before. I don't like Noah Centineo. I didn't necessarily like Sabak. I think obviously Dr. Fate was really cool. I also disagree with about Amon. I think that family element and how paralleled Black Adam's backstory with his son and how that whole family dynamic like really kept the movie grounded and it made the movie have a heart, which I wasn't really expecting. And then obviously like the whole like ideologies, but like America like having, I know we're getting political here, but like America going into like Middle Eastern countries and having like no authority to like and they claim that they do have authority to like take over and do whatever the fuck they want and treat it, these sort of discussions as well as like what it means to be a hero versus whether or not. I talk about this in all my reviews. Just stay tuned to my channel, link in the description.
What the hell? What the hell just happened?
Did you kick him?
No, I
Please.
didn't touch it. I didn't do anything.
He just he's wanted to self-promote and
What happened? Wait, shall we text him? Where
No, he'll be back. He'll be back, and just
he'll be
don't let
back.
him.
He'll be back. But interesting. That what? Oh, there we go. Come back, Jordan. What the hell happened, man?
Sorry, I accidentally closed Chrome. Anyways, yeah. So this whole idea of what it means to be a hero and how he's saying heroes don't kill people, but he needs to do whatever is necessary. These sort of discussions is really good. I could talk about this movie for ages, but I also really like how the movie isn't taking itself too seriously. Pardon me. Like in the Suicide Squad, like they actually take like.
I don't know, but all like the
decent-
humor
they're
in
not-
this felt so out of place, though.
Oh, the humor's terrible. Yeah. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like the fact that they're willing to like just go goofy and like really lean into that comic book side, you know, like Suicide Squad, rather than like taking them like as we were talking about. I like Zack Snyder's movies, but they take itself very seriously and like as if it's taking place in the real world. This movie just doesn't need that, you know.
I agree, like 100% basically with you there, Jordan.
Yeah. Anyways, so I
Yeah,
can go on, but it's wait for my review of my channel.
yeah. It is linked in the description anyway, so you guys can subscribe to Jordan if you guys want
The link
to.
probably doesn't work though.
Oh,
Knowing
is
you.
it because I just copy paste the same thing over and over again? So I don't know if it works. Let me know if it doesn't.
Also, because now there's like YouTube handles and stuff too. Is that gonna change anything?
What's that?
There's like YouTube handles and stuff now.
I don't know what that is.
You can there's
It's
like
like
at handles coming.
yeah,
Like on Twitter and Instagram and all that. You got your at flash post or whatever.
the at's never gonna be in the URL for channels.
Yeah.
But next piece of news we have is some Green Lantern stuff. And I will go over an article from the Hollywood Reporter about it. So I'll share screen. Here it is. And it's very, very interesting news. So obviously, here we go. Greg Berlanti's Green Lantern HBO Max series being redeveloped, loses writer exclusive, and also it does mention other stuff as well. So HBO's long gestating Green Lantern TV series is changing gears. The drama, which has been in the works since damn, has it been that long? 2019.
Yeah.
Will now focus on Jon Stewart, one of DC's first black superheroes. The series from executive producer Greg Berlanti was to originally have revolved around Guy Gardner and Alan Scott, and had already cast Finn Wittrock and Jeremy Irvine as the respective Green Lanterns. As part of the creative overhaul, writer and showrunner Seth Smith has departed the series after completing. Okay, Graham Smith has departed the series after completing scripts for a full season of 8 episodes. Sources say Graham Smith, who signed on as a writer and showrunner a year after Green Lantern was announced, chose to leave the project after weathering a number of regime changes at HBO Max. Its parent company, Warner Bros. Discovery, produces Warner Bros. Television and now DC Comics. The decision to refocus Green Lantern arrives at a pivotal time for DC sources. DC sources say the character of Jon Stewart was off the table to producers who envisioned the show as focusing on the first Green Lantern, the openly gay Alan Scott and Guy Gardner, as well as a multitude of other lanterns, from comic book favorites to never before seen heroes. With DC Comics topper Walter Hamada's recent exit, a decision was made to start over and build the show around the Stewart, a character who first appeared in the early 1970s and was modeled after Sidney Poitier. Can I get rid of that? Okay, I can get rid of that. Okay. It's worth noting that the Green Lantern creative overhaul has nothing to do with the news this week that James Gunn and Peter Safran have been tapped to lead film, TV, and animation at the newly established DC Studios in a role similar to Kevin Feige is doing in Marvel. When HBO Max announced Green Lantern October 2019, Berlanti described it as the biggest DC show ever made, with plans for the series to go to space. Insiders at the time said it was also poised to be the most expensive show DC ever made and easily the largest for HBO Max, with a budget estimated in the $120 million range. The show's budget going forward is expected to be significantly less as HBO Max under David Zaslav combined Warner Bros. Discovery is focusing on right-sizing its various assets. So I'll get into all of your thoughts about this first, but what do you guys think about all of this?
Yeah, I guess I'm excited to see Jon Stewart for sure.
Mhm.
I think I don't know. I haven't really thought about it much, but having a more focused show on one character might be a bit better.
I would say it would be better as well because there was this thing I think I watched on Pagey's video. It said like
Piggy
the
on Piggy's
Pa-
video.
I said Pagey, didn't I?
No.
Oh damn, okay, Pagey's video, but he did say like the show originally was going to focus on 3 different time periods, and it was gonna like show like the course of the Green Lantern Corps, I guess. So I do agree that it's better how they're now focusing on one specific Green Lantern. Now I don't know, since this is a Berlanti project, do you guys think we could we'll give it for the Arrowverse fans. Do you think we'll see John Diggle?
Don't even go there.
No.
Don't go there.
Okay, there we go.
Fine.
Wrap that up.
No,
No,
do you
okay.
reckon it'll be Wayne
Now here-
Carr's Jon Stewart?
Here's the other one. This is
Oh,
what
yeah?
I was going to say as well. Do you guys think this will be Snyder's Jon Stewart?
Yeah, just that's it. Yeah. Nope.
Snyder's Jon Stewart, like the one that was in like that one photo.
Yeah,
No, he was in the Snyder Cut, mate.
yeah.
What?
No, he wasn't. He got deleted, and then it was Martian
Yeah.
Manhunter.
Yeah.
No. No, not.
I would be quite surprised if it was. But I don't know. I mean, it could be. You never know.
But
Oh, go on, Jordan.
I think it really sucks that Zaslav is another stupid move. I mean, having the worst budget. I mean, Green Lantern is a very, very CGI heavy character. Like cutting the budget is a bad move, and I'm worried about.
Well,
I
it's only
mean-
focused on one character now, so
Yeah.
it will be. I mean, it could
yes.
still look a bit dodgy, but
As long as it
yeah.
doesn't look like Scythe's tentacles, then I think we should all be fine. We should be fine.
Like Harry Styles'
Again-
tentacles music for Stitch Restaurant music video.
What?
Sorry. Talking about Harry Styles' tentacles in the music for a sushi restaurant music video.
No.
No.
Who's Harry Styles?
Oh, don't do that to Jordan, man.
Hurry up. I mean, shut up.
But as you did say, it does. I am kind of worried because as one of you said, I can't remember who it was. Green Lantern is a very CGI heavy character, and especially if they're focusing on like outer space and all of those sorts of stuff, it will be interesting to see how they do it. But I am someone that does prefer Jon Stewart over Hal Jordan, so I do like that we're getting Jon Stewart as like a focus for the show. I am very excited for it as well. But yeah, it will be interesting to see if this will be linked to the DCEU in some way or not. That would be interesting as well. And also, what was I gonna say, man? I forgot what I was gonna say. It would be cool if we do see like other Green Lanterns on the way as well. What's going
Ryan
on?
Reynolds.
No. No. Oh, that's what I was going to say. When I saw this, I did originally think it was because of the whole changes going around with DC, which we will get into as our next topic.
They become seer like a day later. They're like, nah, we're like changing every single project we have in development, like right now. Ew. Who's that?
Hello, it's Ultra.
Oh.
Bruh. I'll just mute him. There we go.
Yeah.
Ultra.
Okay, little guy.
Ultra, what are your thoughts on the Green Lantern show?
Can you get rid of that Green Lantern HBO Max thing?
Yeah,
It's
I
really-
know.
Oh yeah,
No.
right. We'll get rid of that. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Well, Flash Array's thoughts is that it's not Cavill and it's not Man of Steel, so it's probably going to be the worst thing ever. And
Well, that means Arrowverse is not gonna like it either, then, because Arrowverse sees it's not in the Arrowverse, right? So Arrowverse is just gonna go, "Oh, this is gonna be trash." Oh, it's not.
No,
yeah, but if
no,
it's linked to
'cause-
Berlanti, he'll like it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's true.
That's
It's
exact-
linked to
yeah,
Berlanti.
it's gonna be the best thing ever.
And again, that's because that's why he liked Black Adam so much, is because David Singh was in that movie.
Oh, true. Wait, yeah. So, and you know, his son was a mon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Interesting. Wait, who did Patrick play though?
just some random.
this
civilian
is
dude.
some like guy cheering in the back.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he like led the army or whatever of citizens.
Mhm.
Hey,
go.
Also,
Arrowverse, how do you
Do you want to
pronounce
say
that?
anything before we move into our final topic?
Well, I'd like to say that Jordan Kent smells.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to say that Flashverse L's 5. Like, I need you to send that profile picture because that actually looks dope. And I don't know. I haven't really got anything.
Okay.
I'm just kind of here.
But here we go. Next piece of news: James Gunn, DC Studios. Now, obviously, I'll pull up a Variety article for this.
Here we go. Here we go. We have the bigger brand. It's not Zack Snyder. It's not Zack
Here we
Snyder.
go.
It's automatically bad.
So over here, James Gunn and Peter Safran give DC Studios and David Zaslav bold, brash, and slightly risky new Guardians. So these
Oh,
are our new. These are.
Guardians?
Is it Guardians? Yeah, Guardians. Okay.
Yeah, because with the Galaxy. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
These are our two Kevin Feige's of essentially the DC universe now. So James Gunn spent his summer thinking about the future. 3 months before Tuesday's shock announcement that he and longtime manager turned producer Peter Safran would take the reins at DC Films. The director showed up to July's San Diego Comic-Con as a Disney employee in town to give a first look at the sequel Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. As he walked the red carpet, Variety asked him about expanding his Marvel superhero purview beyond Chris Pratt and company's galactic misadventures. And he says, "All I care about is that when I take on a project, I gotta say, this is something that's going to excite and delight me for the next 2 or 3 years. I don't want to be bored," said Gunn.
Jerry Lewis died. I know.
Who?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Who's that?
Go up. Go up.
I just saw that.
One of the suggested articles, I think.
Oh,
No, not all the way up.
No, yeah, it's there too.
Is it there? Oh,
it's
no, it's
there.
there.
It's there. It's
Jerry.
there. Yeah. Where were we?
Sorry.
Boredom won't be an option as Gunn and Safran now hold the titles of co-chairman and chief executive officers of DC Studios, where they will control the creative direction of the company's arsenal of comic book villains and heroes across film, TV, streaming, animation, and beyond. The job is a massive one, and success is far from assured despite Gunn and Safran's impressive resumes. The two will have to find novel ways to compete with Marvel, the studio that propelled Gunn onto the A-list and created the gold standard for cinematic universes, while also finding ways to control costs at a time when DC's parent company, Warner Bros. Discovery, is increasingly focused on staying on budget. And then there's a quote, I have no idea from who, it will probably say later. If Marvel proves anything, what's that?
I was just saying, why are we reading this article and not the announcement article?
I don't know. I just typed it up, and this is the first one that popped up. So
I don't even read the articles prior to this read.
Why are we not reading Jeff Goldblum in final talks to join Wicked movies as Wizard? Like,
I don't know, man.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible casting. Oh no.
If Marvel proves anything, you need someone with fanboy chops and producer chops.
God, why is he the?
That's what they seem to have here for the first time at DC, said one power broker speaking on the condition of anonymity. Both Safran and Gunn will report to Zaslav, known as a demanding manager with little difficulty drilling down into I'm not gonna bother pronouncing that. Whatever you see the word over there.
Zaslav.
Now that.
Go read the actual announcement article. This is terrible.
Whatever. Okay, so pretty much the initial gist of it is that James Gunn and Peter Safran are pretty much the new Kevin Feige's of DC, and now they're calling the DCEU DC Studios. So this does lead me to
Calling it
assume
DCU.
what?
They're calling it the DCU.
Well, they changed it to DC Studios, didn't
Yeah,
they?
but but that's not DC Films now. It's DC Studios. But then the DC
Oh, yeah.
Studios creates DCU. Sorry.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair.
Let's go to the E.
But I'm wondering, does this mean that they're only in control of like whatever's within the DCEU? So like, will Matt Reeves still be in control of like the Batman and those sorts
Yeah.
of stuff, basically?
If you read the announcement article, it actually mentions that, and it says that at the
Yeah.
moment it's unclear that Matt Reeves will take control of that project, but Todd Phillips is completely separate to James Gunn. The directing universe is completely separate.
Okay.
But they're still discussing Matt Reeves, so who knows?
Guys,
Hmm.
can you flash set photos?
Really?
Yeah, I believe you.
Well,
What's your source?
Canada graphs. I'm sharing it now.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, damn. Those are 6 set
Look.
photos, man.
Holy moly!
Diggle!
Canada graphs
shit.
out here. Diggle's back with the Green Lantern ring.
What if it's not Diggle? What if that's Joe?
That's Diggle, bro.
What if Joe gets the Green Lantern ring? It becomes the Green
Oh,
Joe.
Could be.
That
bro.
won't be a plot
Green
twist.
Oh.
Is
But
that new cowl for Barry as well? Oh, you took it down.
I took it down, yeah. First I'll get into all of your thoughts first. What do you guys think of James Gunn being the head of DC Studios?
Well, I have a very, very strong opinion on this.
Yeah.
And I know it's very divisive and like people are kind of angry, but
Mhm.
I personally actually feel really good about it because I think one good thing about James Gunn is, unlike Taika Waititi with Thor and everything, James Gunn can actually separate humor and like serious moments. Like in Guardians 1 and
Yeah.
2, you know, like it's obviously humorous a lot of the time, but then there's actually deep moments that are actually
That's
good.
important.
And so I think he has a good understanding of what, you know, how to break the humor in the serious moments. And then also I think you know, the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, I think they were both really good. So I
Yeah.
think he kind of knows what he's doing.
And he knows the comics as well.
Yeah, and
James Gunn, yeah.
I just personally think actually this is a good direction to go in. So I'm
I
actually
agree.
quite happy with it.
Yeah. Arrowverse or Jordan, whoever wants to go first.
I agree. No, I completely agree with that.
Jordan?
My hand. I want to just show you something. I want to see any thoughts on it.
What is it? I'm hoping to see the comedy stuff. Does he even have comedy stuff?
Yeah, I'll be
inside
back.
DC? Go wait, what's this? For a sec. What is this?
What?
Okay, yeah, no.
Oh fuck!
You can take that down. You can take that down.
And there's a few of these things that he said. I can guess I'm on Mercury's thing because I was looking to see how the Snyderverse people would get triggered. Hang on.
I'm
Is
sure
this-
everyone's seen them. You don't need to show them.
I don't know where it was. Anyways, it was like all these like sarcastic comments of like of what James Gunn has said about TC in the past. Anyways, my thoughts on James Gunn. I also think it's worth noting that James Gunn, this is a really smart decision by them. James Gunn
Mhm.
is running the creative side of DC,
Yeah.
where Peter Safran is the business side, which is really smart because it's very rare to get someone that can do both. Like Kevin Feige can, but it's actually quite unlikely. Also, as both of them, why is that? Get rid of that, Josh. No. Yeah.
Okay.
I also think, Peter Safran has been an executive or just a producer on so many projects in the DCEU. And also James Gunn obviously gets Superman. I mean, not Superman. Gets DC as well. And so I think it's just a great choice. And also to those that are worried about how his comedy is gonna he's gonna inflict that upon every single character. I feel better than yeah. So to those that are worried that the comedy is going to be in every project, he came up with a statement saying that he's going to be able to they're not creating these projects, they're just overseeing them, so they're still going to let the individual artists put their own unique spin on it. So just great, and he just has the general vision at top, but then there's individual projects within that vision, which is what DC needs. And so I'm really excited about that. And I think, as Ultra said, like, to seriousness, everything, I think he gets DC and how movies should be made. And so I'm really excited to see what what DC is like under James Gunn.
Exactly. Like you can see, they're slowly rebuilding. Like now they have someone a leader. They obviously have Henry Cavill back. You have your main hero back. Yeah, I had to throw in Henry Cavill there, but I'm very, very happy about this. I really love James Gunn. I think James Gunn made one of the best DCEU movies, and by far made one of the best TV shows this year as well. But he made really, really strong projects. Once again, as Ultra said about like the humor and the serious moments, I agree with that as well. James Gunn is also someone that does know the comics very, very well, so I do I do think that this is actually a really, really great step forward. I do think it's a really good decision. And James Gunn, obviously being like a filmmaker and stuff, I do think he would be really good with like the creative side of things as well.
Did you see Kevin Feige came out with that? What the fuck?
It's a blooper.
I looked at Ultra Edits and it came up with like basically your logo on Wikipedia. And I was like, why does he have a Wikipedia page? Then I realized it's an actual text editor. So it's not original. Nothing Ultra does is original.
Well, no, that's all edit.
These two false advertisers, man.
Actually, no. Most
That
people
is so
not
ironic coming from you.
Me?
Yeah,
What have I
Mr. Verse. I'm not talking about you, Jordan. I'm talking about Mr. Verse.
What did I do?
Hang on. Let's take a little dive through his channel. Bet I'll find something immediately.
Before that, wait, Arrowverse.
Grant Gustin becomes the Flash of the DCEU? No. No, he doesn't.
Anyways,
there's a question mark there for a reason, mate.
Oh,
anyways, Arrowverse, thoughts on James Gunn?
well,
you already said, right?
I agree with what Ultra said.
Okay.
no, it'd be funny because you see Kevin Feige came out in the interview and he's like, he's got a lot of work to do for Marvel by May, but and he's going to be first in line to see anything.
Yeah,
which is funny because
it's nice to see him like supportive of James Gunn.
Yeah,
as
he's
well.
like best friends with Kevin, and then he's like he's an arch nemesis. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it'll be cool. But DC's taking massive W's, so that's very, very nice to see. After how many L's they've taken,
you've taken a
for
lot of
so
L's
long.
too. Like Adam wants a W, you just don't want to admit it. Anyways.
I also really love like the timing Marvel did with Henry Cavill announcing that he's back in it straight after Marvel released the Ant-Man trailer.
And then the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special came out literally hours before the DC announcement. Just hilarious.
Yeah.
Ultra, what did you think of Black Adam?
Well, my thoughts on it is that I haven't seen it and I don't really care.
Fake bitch. Fake fan.
Not a fake fan.
Yeah.
I'm probably
This
gonna
guy
see it on
Be a
Monday.
DC show you haven't even seen.
All he thinks is the Flash season 2, and all Arrowverse teams thinks is just Arrowverse stuff. That's why. So when it comes to all of this sorts of stuff, it's just me and you, Jordan. Basically, we're the ones that like.
No,
You have some of the worst takes out of anyone I've ever met, and you're saying that I'm not a real. No, I don't. You know what? Fuck you all.
This is why you don't base your entire brain like one specific thing, because then that's all you get stuck to, and then it's harder to branch out. Whereas if you're like Jordan, Multiverse encompasses everything. You've got DC, you got Marvel, you got everything. That's why you guys subscribe to my channel. Link in the description because
exactly.
I'm just a walking promotion. It's literally the only reason I'm here. Anyways.
Oh yeah, and also guys, get ready because I'm about to milk the crap out of some Man of Steel 2 Henry Cavill stuff. So
oh my god.
Very, very exciting stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the stream. Thank you for.
Can I just say something? Okay.
Go on.
So I've moved house. And I'm
You
showing
moved
this.
houses.
Yes, I've been moving house last 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm
Um,
gonna check
okay.
what this is first.
How do I? Here. Okay. All right.
Oh, yo,
Oh, wait, why is this crooked? Okay. Oh.
that's sick. That's sick.
Look at all those. All those. Why is it so fucking crooked? There we go. Thoughts, guys?
W.
Thoughts?
What?
Actually, W.
Hey.
Flash First kind of L, but W at the same time.
I've got about 10 more of these in storage, but yeah. So,
The
that's
goat.
fine.
Yeah.
The goat.
Oh, I don't know where the arrow ones are. I've got white canary, arrow, black canary.
I have that as well.
I've got vibe. I've got all these ones that I still have no idea where they are. So we'll find out.
I need to get a. Is there a Henry Cavill Superman? I gotta get one of those.
Yes, mate. I've got that one. Yeah. Where is it?
I'll order one literally right after we end the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Caroline.
I got all the goats. I got Black
Triggered
Lightning.
edits. Come on, Arrowverse. Let's get the face reveal. Show us.
Oh,
That's-
Triggered edits.
I'm on my computer.
Triggered edits.
Arrowverse,
yeah,
should I send,
Oh, Eric
Flash
was in
First
the King of Pagey,
thing I
but he's
made
not-
yesterday.
God no.
Oh, don't do that
That's
to
a
me.
great
man.
idea. Well, you are Eric Wallace.
That
so
would be a
you
great
really
idea.
like that
Like,
idea.
Eric Wallace
Mhm.
would be amazing.
He gets the
AKA
fans.
just I'm not gonna say on stream. I'll say after we end, but Arrowverse knows what I will say.
No,
but
the way that he'd probably actually give like Showblade his own solo project if he was head of
oh,
DC.
I do have these as well. It's in my bag, but this is Darth Vader again,
Chill.
and I have the Flash here as well.
Yeah, but that was Ezra Miller, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So
sadly.
you're carrying Ezra Miller around with you everywhere you go. Just think about that.
Oh, now you're gonna make me. It was a friend. It was a gift from a friend as well. Now you're gonna make me take it off. Wow.
Yeah, take it off and throw it back at them, saying, "I don't want this criminal on my bag."
No, just pretend it's like
But wait. But Ben's getting me the season 6 Flash one, so that should be up there
Okay.
soon as well.
the keychain one.
No, the actual Funko. He's
Oh.
getting me that one.
How was
I
the
have-
meetup?
Oh, it was sick, man. It was sick. I swear, he's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. So that was a W.
Chill.
Oh, for those who don't know, on the chat, I met the DCTV show in real life, so it was a very, very fun experience.
Hey, what happened between you two?
Yeah, let me end the
well-
stream, man. Let me end the
We're
stream.
waiting. We're waiting. For the,
Thank you, everyone, for those who
smirk,
joined
like,
the stream.
it was a
It was really fun doing it. Thank
You're
you,
like, "Mate."
Arrowverse, Ultra, and Jordan. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.